That's not who you are. Stop trying to be close. That's just not your job. Stop trying to be close.
Ride for it every night.
Yeah, you got about 3 seconds.
Visions in
Try
these
to read that.
tight.
All right, that's all you get.
And welcome to Absolutely Alphas with
Tone. Oh,
and
shoot,
Trina.
Tone.
I'm Trina.
That's
This
Tone
is
over
Tone.
there, and this is I got confused. It was fucked up.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. I appreciate your support. We appreciate your support.
We love
And
and appreciate y'all.
if you haven't already, subscribe, like, notify, bell.
hit that notification
Hit that
bell.
Taco Bell
Follow
on YouTube.
follow on the Absolutely Alphas Instagram
Yes.
at all platforms anywhere there's a podcast.
Facebook, iTunes,
all that shit.
SoundCloud,
Patreon.
Spreaker, whatever, wherever you want to find us at,
We are
find us. We're
yeah,
there.
we're
We're
stepping
on all
it
the
up.
iHeartRadio.
All that.
So again, thank you and welcome to today's episode.
Absolutely.
We're gonna start off by what is there any tea out there? Oh, did you see SNL with Kanye West on there?
I missed that. I'm sorry. My bad.
So
Hey.
Kanye West was on there doing his anti-Trump campaign again.
Okay.
He wore the MAGA hat, and I was disappointed. So check that out, or not. I mean, he did a performance. It was trash. I don't want to say. I hate to say it was trash because I like Kanye West so much, but he had the suit on, and now he's going by the artist formerly known as Kanye West. So he's just Ye.
That's
Like he announced that shit.
Oh shit.
He's Ye now, and he was
mean-
dressed as a bottle of Perrier. Like you such a fucking no.
I mean, I remember you posted that video with him in the big suit, but I mean, he fell off with the album Ye this year. Like that album was kind of weak to me anyway.
And he was supposed to have an album dropping Friday, and it never got released.
Oh,
I don't know what happened with it. So he's also campaigning to open up some warehouses or companies in Chicago to manufacture his trash ass clothes. So we'll see
he
what
had
happens
good
with
clothes
that.
concepts. Don't be hating on the man's fashion though. Come on, man. Like
What do you mean? Would you wear this shit?
I'm talking about I really sided with him with the whole sway argument because I thought because he had a fashion idea and someone else took the shit and made millions off it. So I'm like, man, come on.
Oh, okay.
I mean, his fashion ideas can't be bad if they're
Selling.
right,
marketable.
Yeah. Lucrative. I guess is what I was looking for.
Lucrative is a better word. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It's been pretty chill. Yeah, it's getting. I mean, it's still hot. A little chilly at night, but
It's October out here.
Yeah. I need to try to I'm kind of balancing falling off in the workout and doing other stuff. I need to get in shape or stay in shape before Thanksgiving comes. You know what I mean?
Do you take any days off?
Usually
be it's a couple days off.
I've
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
also taking times off.
Fuck that job for real.
Yeah, but I'm still getting things, and it's just like I said, just having a hard time balancing still. But it's same shit. You know what I mean? I had a good week. You know what I mean?
Stop telling the public that you're having a hard time balancing out here.
It's the spokes, man.
Supposed to be transparent. Look, I hope you guys don't judge us too harshly. I did put a disclaimer in the last video that we released to not judge us too harshly as we get our shit together with this green screen.
It's all good, but
So
but show your patience on Patreon and help out because we are already stepping up for y'all. So
yeah, we're already
we hold up on our side. So go on Patreon.
Hold up on your side
and subscribe what you can.
But again, we love you and we thank you for your support. So
absolutely.
This week, we're going to try to jam as many reactions into one episode as we possibly can. For one, Lupe fucking Fiasco dropped. Drogas YSIV. 2, the Carter 5 dropped.
It's too much. Yo.
Lil Wayne. 3, fucking Young Sinatra 4. Logic dropped. All on the same day. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to leave... What's this?
That's Young Sinatra 4.
Young Sinatra 4,
yeah.
Right? So we're going to start with Young Sinatra 4 since brother started with Young Sinatra 4.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good idea because I want to do what's her name last.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm talking about Lupe?
Yes.
Okay. So basically 3 gods dropped all on the same day. It was this too much heat at once.
It was too much.
And
so we got to talk about it.
So I'm kind of glad Kanye didn't drop with his trash, as you would say.
Trash.
Because
he's on the way though.
But I don't know if he can.
He's gonna drop on a Wednesday.
He probably didn't drop because this happened. You know what I mean? He wouldn't have he couldn't have fucked with none of that shit at all.
That might be too loud.
So good.
All right.
All right. So that's Iconic from Young Sinatra 4, and it says featuring Jaden Smith in the you know, the credits, but Jaden doesn't. He spits like 2 bars. Like
he on there though.
he on there, but it's like episode of all Logic really did was take the beat and, like, you know, had Logic a little bit of, you know, Jaden a little bit of feature in there.
Yeah.
But this is the song I have been had on repeat the most because of that beat though. Like, I mean, this sounds godly. And then it's gonna switch and, like, go, you know, have, like, go lower in tone and kind of, like, you know, like, I don't know, it's gonna, like, invert a little bit. And it's fly.
It's fly.
So I mean,
Flyest.
so
Flyest to flies.
You can't talk about this album without talking about the Wu-Tang feature, okay?
Oh my god, 8 minutes and 7 seconds, and it was so.
He used
Method
to,
Man,
yeah.
Ghostface. Everybody. RZA was, oh my god,
Yeah.
it was so flames.
Raekwon.
Yeah, it's a lot of interpolations. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a lot of, like, remakes of other songs on here. Everybody Dies is one. He does Barry Bonds, Kanye West. The Return samples crack music by Kanye West. Wu-Tang Forever. Come on.
What you gonna do?
Come on. The title track.
Young
YS4,
Sinatra. Oh, yeah.
that's Nas, Life's a Bitch. And then Iconic is Icon by James Smith. So this is his 4th studio album and his 4th Young Sinatra, and his 4th and final album for his Young Sinatra series. So I don't think
everybody said they gonna quit, right?
Everybody said they're gonna quit. Lil Wayne said that to you about this album. It's my last album.
Yeah.
Nobody believes any of y'all.
I don't. But nah, it's all good. I mean, he does he did, like, an interview, like, with someone else while he was talking about Logic. I said Jaden Smith. I'm still talking about.
Oh, okay.
Jaden Smith was, like, somewhere, like, doing an interview, and he said, yeah, like, Logic has, like, 7 unreleased albums, like, in his phone. Like, Logic is, like, yeah, he's, like, way ahead of, like.
So it might not be Young Sinatra, but another thing that I read is that he alluded to this since 2016 as these albums were going to follow. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's been a plan. He has a vision that is beyond what we can comprehend right now at this moment.
Straight like that.
So that's dope. His cover art loosely resembles Frank Sinatra when he got locked up.
Right, looking like an old man and shit. Like.
So yeah, he looks. It's cute though, because he doesn't look tough to me. Like, he looks.
Hey, I don't think it's ever his goal to look tough.
I know it's not his goal, but you know, like for a mugshot, I'm like, oh, look at him in the mugshot.
Right.
Aw.
Yeah,
but yeah, the album's dope, front to back. A lot of heavy in concept. So the albums the songs tell a story.
Yeah.
He rides the beats well. The beats aren't outstanding to me, but I applaud him for his concepts, because a lot of artists don't do that.
Yeah, because I mean, he goes through concepts and he's going through, like, different styles and types of beats and flows. He switches his flow. I mean, it's a lot of versatility. It's all over the place.
There's a lot of versatility.
And so he has, like, a couple, like, poppy type of pop sounds on here, like with singers Ryan Tedder and Haley somebody. I didn't get her last name.
Yeah, Haley. He does a lot of work with her.
So
he did some work with her on the last album too.
But other highlights: Street Dreams 2, like, excellent storytelling. He told, like, a whole story there.
Street Dreams 2 was outstanding.
Yeah, and then the title track,
because it was, like, about his alter ego.
Exactly, and then in the title track, he does money in first person description. So, like, you said, like, I am this, I am that.
I am that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and, like, he see that, and it's like, yeah, you know, everyone does that for money, you know. And then 100 Miles and Running, like, he has, like, this old pimp beat with Wale, featuring Wale. You know, excellent features throughout the album. And then he has this extra fast, like, you know what I mean?
Shout out Maryland, DC, and Virginia.
Hell
too.
Yeah, the DMV.
So that's what's up.
Hell yeah, yeah. So but then, like, Logic rap fast than I ever heard him. I think this was called 100 Miles and Running.
Wale was rapping fast too. That was a fast.
But at the end though, Logic, like, really, you know what I mean? He, like, ripped into it.
Yeah.
But those are my highlights. I mean, for the versatility and for the fact that I did like the beats, I gave it a 10. I mean, it was he just threw too much flavor into it to not. I mean, then like if anything was wrong with the album, he got like a bonus point for the Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? Like you know, it says like you know,
I gave it a 9. My top 3 are of course Wu-Tang Forever, Iconic, and Street Dreams. So I think we had like the same 3.
Yeah, the same 3 highlights in here. Yeah.
So
basically.
check that out. YS4, last one of the Young Sinatra series. So he says, I don't see why I wouldn't. I think he's wants to move on and do something different, you know. So hats off to him for that. Next we're gonna go over Wayne. I want me to start with Wayne.
Yeah, go ahead.
I should have probably pinned this little piece of hair up. Me and my hair out here all the time. I got a bobby pin right here though, cause this is getting on my nerves. But it looks good just loose like this.
Yeah, good, yo.
I'm gonna keep having to move it, so I'm gonna just put a pin right here. Put a pin in it.
You and your hair.
I know. Can they see the pin? All right, whatever. I'm gonna take it out at the end and look luxurious out here. Okay. And when they leave, we gonna follow. Now, something I want to mention about Lil Wayne. This is his first album that's not on Cash Money's label. I don't know if y'all niggas knew that. Secondly, one thing that I find to be frustrating is people's use of Mona Lisa.
Oh.
I can understand him because when he's saying it, he's like, you know, they jumped out the frame, you see her in the frame, blah blah blah. She jumped out of. So he's really talking about the actual picture of Mona Lisa.
Okay.
But there's so many artists that title their songs Mona Lisa. Jasmine Sullivan did it. I think. There are a few other artists that recently released that did it. I think even Logic did it on one.
So what don't you like about the other references?
I don't like because if you know in hip hop, if you're using Mona Lisa as the epitome of beauty, like use somebody black. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Not only and addendum to that, don't say Mona Lisa.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Call it something else.
Right.
Like everybody stop using the same fucking title track.
Yeah.
But
so
anyway.
see, but I got the visual because he said like the chick got a fake smile, like a Mona Lisa smile.
Well,
he gave
this is the most accurate one out of all of them.
Right. Okay, and maybe that's why I never really noticed it before because no one else like went in and described it.
Right.
Like he did.
Like I think he was because he also said something about the frame, and then she like steps out of the frame.
It's an excellent theme. Like this one of the highlights because I mean the theme was like great to me, and it's featuring Kendrick on there like.
And that should be happening.
Kendrick actually got on there and started acting like a bitch nigga. Like he like did a high pitched voice.
It's
really funny.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Right.
He's like, who was you better than me?
Hey, you're touching yourself. Look at the Lil Wayne and Kendrick. You're touching yourself.
How you doing today? Let me see your phone.
Oh no. Let me see your that nigga on your brick phone. He's in like your phone.
It was hilarious.
It was terrible.
So let's see what else I got on Lil. This is his 12th album.
He an OG now, man. What you gonna do?
He vibes. I don't care what anybody say. A lot of people, it was the people that said they didn't like it. Shout out to Mosquito. That's my brother from another. But man, you out of line for that on Outfits Explained because that shit was flames front to back. It may be a few tracks that wasn't 1,000%.
Right.
But at the same time, he ride every beat so flawlessly. He's too.
The lyrical.
It's too second nature. I mean, he finally. I was scared because I thought he was going to sound like that whiny, doped up Lil Wayne, but he didn't.
Yeah, some parts where he was doing that.
For the most part, he
executed
these beats with
he slaughtered them.
Precision. Do you hear me?
See what else I want to play on here.
So the album was released by Young Money, Republic, and Universal, and he also said this may be his last album. And also Nivea. I want to talk about Nivea. Nivea, who is his baby's mother, for those of you who don't know. She's an old R&B singer that did Let Me Take You to the Laundry Man. Dryers, sheets, suds, clothes. That song. I don't know if y'all remember that. But I tried to make a favorite playlist. And I was putting so many on there. I was like, man, fuck this. I
saved the whole album. I didn't even waste my time trying to pick out songs.
But I will say Dedicate. Dedicate go hard. Because I like Dedicate because they said, look, you did this and niggas was rocking with you. You know what I mean? You did that and people was rocking with you. You were a trendsetter. You know, that's like the underlying tone of that. Mona Lisa, Let It Fly with Travis Scott was dope. Famous. I like Famous because it features the Snoop song. Yep, that's on here. Dope niggas.
Can't shake too much, so. Alright, go ahead.
I know, this table shaking. Yo, we gonna get it together. That's the anything with Uncle Snoop on there is flame. So, like I said, the one with Reginald Carter, Famous. I like that a lot.
That was like an epic singing instrumental with her. Like,
yes.
yeah, she ripped
that. That was very nice. The song with Nivea was What I want to say about her, she just had something that was on, I don't know, BET. I don't know if it was just on the internet somewhere, but it was called Finding Nivea. And she was basically talking, because, not only is Lil Wayne her baby daddy, The Dream is her baby daddy, too. So, she has 3 children, I think. And she was like,
not only am I the president, but I'm a client, too.
Not only is she a president, but she the client. That's what the baby say. That's what the son say. But she was talking about how she has an interesting story that I'm sure, but she's also coming out with some music.
Okay, but she promoting.
One thing I want to say, she promoting. Anybody to do anything is promoting. One thing I want to say about her is, I felt like if you look at the interview, I felt like she looked like she might be on like awesome drugs though. Your eyeballs was like
do a double take on that. Check that video out.
Cause she was like real like she was moving around too much. And she kept touching the nose too much.
Oh, got you. Oh yeah, that's the key right there. Especially if you see that sniff a couple times.
I don't want to put that out there because she a mother, but mothers get high too. And fuck, she said she ain't want no nannies or nothing like that. She wanted to be there. She go to all the PTA meetings and she had a producer tell her that she wasn't fuckable and all this stuff.
Nice.
I know. Were you the producer?
Probably. I probably beat yo. So
if Ruffin was a producer, he definitely said what
he like, definitely beat yo.
You're not fuckable.
So this is my highlight. So I mean, yeah, he actually switched to this beat on Dope Niggas. So it didn't start out with the Snoop beat, but I thought it was dope how it switched, and then eventually Snoop came on there. That was fire to me.
Yeah.
So just notables like some basic beats, especially on Open Safe. Some parts where he's literally mumbling, which I think is funny because his whole beef with Kodak Black was because Lil Wayne said, "I don't know these new niggas." That's what he said, and then Kodak was like, "Oh, so Kodak got mad about that."
You halfway invented.
But it's like, Lil Wayne is is going back to mumbling. It's like how he don't know the mumble raps, but he mumbling. I thought it was funny, but he sung all the way through "What About Me," so that's a whole skip song for me. Is that it right there? Oh no, that's Hitters. Okay.
Hitters go hard too.
Yeah, Hitters go hard. The piano took its time. I might switch to that. That piano goes hard as hell on that song. Took its time. Didn't see Ashanti coming. I ain't see that. I ain't see that coming. You know what I mean? He brought Ashanti back.
Murder Inc. out here.
Then Uproar was like a G-Dep beat. Like didn't sound like a G-Dep special delivery song. But
that was the sample.
Yeah, and he ripped the shit out of it though.
The sample. He wrote that beat well.
He ripped his whole album.
When I first heard the beat, I was like, but then when he started rap, like that's another thing. When I talk about the elements of a song, the melody, the beat, and the lyrics, and the flow of the lyrics.
Right.
And if one of those can overpower any of the other ones, you got me right there. And his flow took over that everything. Because the beat ain't my favorite beat.
Right.
But he made the beat bang with his flow,
Right. And the lyrical execution, like, and his diversity in flows. He uses different flows as well. Yeah. So she shows diversity and variety.
It's funny because Charlamagne was talking shit about him, and then he turned around and did exactly what Charlamagne said on one of the tracks. He was talking about it was like he rhymed the same words that he was rhyming. Right.
So I think it's interesting because I see a lot of artists do this. Like they'll put their themes like consecutively on a song on an album. So Can't Be Broken, Dark Side of the Moon, and Mona Lisa. Those are like the strongest themes in the album, and they're in a row. Yeah. So that was interesting to me. Then he got Trav Scott on here. I thought that was cool. Trav Scott doing this singing. I mean, but I'm adapted to it now because I actually enjoyed the Travis Scott album. So like I'm adjusted to his trap singing. He can get away with it because I know Travis Scott can rap. So. It's, that was cool to me.
That's nice. That's very nice.
Because a lot of these trap singing dudes can't rap, or they ain't really like,
Right.
I'm not gonna put any more names out there, but you know who you are.
He might be set for #1 on the Billboard too.
He's still #1?
He probably is. He #1 on the Billboard?
Who, Travis Scott?
No, Lil Wayne.
Oh, I probably.
He's not #1 right now, but I think he's on his way.
My last notable is like on Demon. Lil Wayne decided to spit off beat. Like I don't remember that there was a song where he just spit off beat completely. The song Demon. I'll play it.
I like Demon.
No, I'm not complaining.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it was funny that he would do that. That he just didn't ride the beat at all. Like,
And then this song with Tentacion, he didn't.
Yeah.
Tentacion didn't even know he was going to be on that track either.
oh right. Yo, the beat don't go nothing like that. Do y'all hear the beat? He ripping though. So I mean, he rips so hard, and he has enough themes and good enough beats to where he still gets a 9.
I feel like they ran out of beats and they was like, just throw that beat with that shit.
Right. So overall,
That is what it sounds like.
I still give it a 9. Yeah, he probably didn't even like. He probably just started spitting and he just threw the beat on there like randomly. Yeah.
I give it a 9.5 because it's like
it's
2
excellent.
3 songs that I ain't like that much in there.
Yeah, I
yeah.
had one skip song really. You know, that was an R&B thing. When Lil Wayne shouldn't be singing for a whole song about bitches. Like, just don't do that ever in your life, Lil Wayne.
But it definitely reminded me of those summers back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Where it was 2003, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And he was just back to
Sounds
back
about
with
right.
mixtapes, back to back. It definitely gave me that feel, and I appreciated that. It's very nostalgic to me, and for his fans in general. Another thing I wanted to mention about Young Sinatra is that his track "Thank You" was actually voicemails from his fans, which he calls the Rat Pack. So I just wanted to mention that. So all right, let's do Lupe. I don't want nothing to do with Lupe anymore.
You said you don't want what?
I want to talk about Lupe,
Yeah.
but I don't want
You don't want him to play?
no
Why you want him to play?
because it's a serious thing, and I want you to hear my serious voice.
Serious faces.
Everything loud. The chairs loud. The tables extra.
We ain't tripping about that. It's cool.
So first, we're gonna discuss drogas, which is drugs in Spanish. For those of you who don't know, first there was Drogas Light, which was released 2016 on Christmas Eve. Really wasn't an album that he put too much effort into, quote unquote. A lot of tracks from the vault. So it was about a bunch of stuff that he just had laying around that he put into an album. He considered it to be a refinement of Lasers. This was his 6th studio album. It was actually his first album from his departure. So we're reviewing 2 people with their first album from their departure of their previous label. This was his departure from Atlantic Records. And he was under 30 Tigers, and it was released by a company called First and 15th. 14 tracks. It's okay. I didn't feel it that much. And even he gave it a 7 out of 10 on Twitter. So this was Drogas Light. This isn't the release that we're actually going to review. The one that we are reviewing is the follow-up, which was Drogas Wave. So Drogas Wave is the 7th album, and it's a concept album based on a transatlantic slave trade. That's what this album is sequencing. That's what it's supposed to be representing. A lot of critics say that he lacked, I guess, structure and production with how he presented it. That's a stretch for me. I mean, let the fucking artist be an artist. I didn't appreciate reading that shit one bit. But
What are you talking about?
right, 24 tracks. 24 tracks.
I mean, it's
3 interludes.
It's some skits, yeah.
Yeah, 3 interludes out of that. So the first song, Drugs, he does in Spanish, which is very appropriate because the fucking name of the album is Spanish.
Drogas. Can't even say it.
Manillas is the second track. Now, manillas were bracelets that were used as a form of currency in West Africa during the Atlantic slave trade. It's also what the cover art represents. Wave files. I'm just going to reference a few things that really were heavily, had a real heavy connotation to it. Wave files is based on the slaves that jumped off the slave ships, just as our man Killmonger said he was going to do. I don't want to have jumped off with my ancestors. So that's what this was about, and it's supposed to. Yeah, I'd rather die. You know, so this was embodied that whole essence in saying like it represents it's symbolic of the spirits that maybe went back and were traveling back to their homeland. King Nas, it's about his nephews. Happy Timbuk. It's actually a tribute to DJ Timothy Timbuktu Jones. He was a DJ that passed away in 2015 from cancer.
I was gonna ask like because the chorus like give me the mic. What you want? Like, I took that from somewhere. I knew he took it from somewhere.
Right.
Like I said, it was like the whole song had an old school theme, like old school flow, beat, chorus. Like the whole thing was like, okay. I was like, where did he take that chorus from? I couldn't figure it out. But I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's the main points that I wanted to hit. Those were the heavy hitting songs that had a lot of underlying tones to it that I think people should know about. And my faves, I'll just go over my faves and give my score, and then I'll be done.
Cool.
That's cool. Is that cool with you, brother?
I don't have a whole lot to say about the album. It was just excellent. I mean, it's not like a much to say when the album is, well, go ahead. Yeah.
It had an abundance of stellar hip hop, had an abundance of classical orchestra music. It sounded like an Italian composer. I didn't look into it, but it sounded reggaeton. Reggae was in through it. Damian Marley was on there, from Shadas, who I had the biggest crush on. He was on the album. I mean, it was just very versatile, and heavy in concept. Like the most conceptual album that I've heard probably this year. I would dare to say.
Probably, yeah. I mean, maybe NERD, No One Ever Really Dies, will be, a comparable for concept, but
my favorites it's 8 of them. EXO, Troy with Troy Irons.
Kind of hard to choose.
Yeah, Gold versus The Right Thing to Do, and that's about people back in the day.
The whole thing in the roster voice though.
People's lives, right?
The entire song was in a roster voice though, and the whole song that was dope.
Yes, Wave Files, Kingdom with Damian Marley, Imagine with Simon Says, Stack That Cheese with Nicki Jean. In case you guys don't know, Nicki Jean's followed him just about his whole career. She's always been on albums with him. Cripple featuring Elander Penderhughes. Who the fuck is What is a Penderhughes? Whenever I hear Penderhughes, I'm like, I feel like they're the nerdiest of nerds.
Whenever, I never heard that name before.
I've heard Penderhughes before.
I heard Pendergrass.
And then Mural Jr. Now, if you remember, Mural was on the album before last.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But that's it. I give the album 110% out here. So, definitely.
The album was definitely a 10, and again, he has diverse. He has futuristic flow. He has old school flow.
Yes.
He has brilliant blends of instrumentals on his beats. He even starts off. Manila was a banger. He starts off like some banger beats too. Slave. I got a funny note about Slave Ship here though, because on that interlude, like that violin, I guess that's commonly used for slavery because they use that same violin in Tales from the Hood.
It's about to be a Tales from the Hood too.
Yo, then that's probably why he made this. He made this shit. Then
he gonna be the soundtrack out here.
Yeah, right. His shit is a soundtrack. Lupe is a soundtrack for Tales from the Hood too. I guarantee you that shit. I guarantee that.
1000%.
So but I mean, always like positive or like woke themes and concepts, like 100%, and all of his music I've ever heard.
And it makes you, it provokes thought. The things
always
he says every time.
Yeah, I mean, so for those of us, because they know that a lot of people ain't trying to read, so they gonna bring the knowledge to you. You know what I mean? So
90% of niggas ain't know this was about a transatlantic slave trade. I guarantee you. If I had to give y'all niggas a pop quiz, you would fail.
I think people who would bother to listen to Lupe probably could figure that out. I mean, if they're listening to Lupe...
Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, first of all, there are skits about the slaves. Yeah, I mean, like, right. and they I mean... But he's verbally talking about it, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to miss. And then there's the interlude's called Slave Ship, but it's finished saying that out loud.
But when Kanye said, working a slave ship, and I ain't made shit as I could, you thought he was talking about the transatlantic slave?
I knew his album wasn't about that.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That song sound like slavery.
That was the
basement of the boat is where that song played.
Right, he recorded that shit in the ocean.
He recorded that shit in the boat.
In the ocean.
Damn. Well, tell longer out there.
Yeah, but I think that's all we got.
Yeah, that's all we got. Again, subscribe, like, follow. We're doing giveaways constantly. Patreon.com/Absolutely Alphas. Alphas Explained on Facebook. That's our group. Absolutely Alphas. That's our Facebook page. Absolutely Alphas. That's our Instagram page. Absolute without the Y. Alphas is our Twitter, and we hope to hear from you. We want to know your feedback. Tell us how you feel about the albums.
Comment.
If you think
like,
we're wrong,
share,
let
subscribe,
us know.
hit the notification bell, do everything. Go on the Alphas Explain group. And put a post up. Like, don't even comment on our shit. Like, put your own post up on the Alphas Explain page.
And also subscribe to iTunes.
Please.
Not just subscribe, but comment and engage, because iTunes has a really funky algorithm, and to get up the charts, we need more engagement. So we really appreciate that. We love you guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Peace.
That's not who you That's just not Stop trying to be
Ride for it every night. Visions in these angles
Beats by Crow.
Oh, you don't know. Chasing paper, you don't know. Yeah, they hate you. You don't know. She won't break, you don't know. I'm the greatest. Oh, you don't know. About the blow, you don't know. About my dough, you don't know. She at the door, oh, you don't know. What we doing, nigga? Make a lot of moves, count a lot of paper. All I wanna do is count a lot of paper. Make a lot of moves, count a lot of paper. All I wanna do is count a lot of paper. Stack my paper. Never been a sucker, nigga. I can't hate ya. Rather scream, fuck a nigga. If it ain't about the green, what we about to do then? I'm headed to the club. Bunch of 30s in my crew then. Tryna get my shine on. Make her spill a wine on. She dancing cause my line's on. Pull up, let her grind on. These ball mains and diamonds. She whispered that I'm fine on. Can I